Meanwhile, someone came and said, the devil, in Yiddish, Teufel, Hebrew, Azazel, has sent for you, plural. The simple man trembled severely and ran and told his wife with great fear that the devil had sent for him. She gave him advice that he should send for the Baal Shem. He sent for him. The Baal Shem came and gave him kameas, amulets containing holy names and other protections, and told him that now he no longer needs to fear at all. He had great faith in this. Later, the clever man and the simple man sat together some more. The clever man asked him, "What were you so terrified about?" He answered, "Because of the devil who had sent for us." The clever men ridiculed him and said to him, "You believe that there is a devil?" The simple man, the minister, asked him, "Who then sent for us?" The clever man answered him, "This here is definitely from my brother. He wanted to meet with me. He set this up and sent for me with that disguise." The simple man asked him, "If it is so, how did he get through past all the centuries?" He answered him, "He definitely bribed them, and they are telling a lie, in colluding that they did not see him at all." Meanwhile, again, someone came and said again thus, "The devil has sent for you." And the simple man now already did not tremble at all, and did not have any fear whatsoever, on account of the protections he had taken from the Baal Shem. He, the simple man, called out and said to the clever man, "Well, now what do you say?" He answered him, "I will tell you, I have a brother who is angry at me. He is the one who made this disguise in order to frighten me." And the clever one got up and asked the one who had come for them, "What kind of appearance does the one who has sent for us have? What color is his hair?" And other such things. He answered him, "Such and such." The clever man replied and said, "See that there is my brother's looks." The simple man said to him, "Will you go with them?" He answered him, "Yes, I will go with them, only you should give me a few soldiers as an escort, al-zalaga, so that they shouldn't cause me any suffering." So he gave him an escort, and the two clever men went with the one who had come for them, with the devil. Because they did not want to believe that this is the devil as mentioned, the soldiers of the escort returned, and the simple man, the minister, asked them, "Where are the clever men?" They replied, "They know nothing of where they've gone, how they disappeared." And the devil's messenger, had snatched the clever men and carried them off into a mire with clay. There the devil sat on a chair in the mire. The mire was thick and sticky, just like glue, and the clever men were completely unable to move in the mud. And the clever men screamed, "Wicked ones, why are you torturing us? Is there indeed a devil on the earth? You are wicked people for torturing us for no reason." For these clever men did not want to believe that there is a devil. Instead, they said that wicked people were torturing them for nothing. The two clever men lay in the thick mire and probed, "What is this? These are nothing else but the hooligans with whom we had once quarreled, and now they are torturing us so much." The clever men remained there in the mire several years, and they were dealt wild sufferings along with wild tortures. One time, a simple man, the minister, passed by in front of the Baal Shem's home, and he recalled his friend, the clever man, and went into the Baal Shem and bowed to him in the proper way, the way of ministers, and asked whether it is possible for him to show him the clever man, and whether he can extricate him. And the simple man, the minister, said to the Baal Shem, "Do you remember the clever man whom the devil sent for and carried away? And from that time I have not seen him." The Baal Shem answered him, "Yes, I remember." The simple man, the minister, bid him that he should show him the place where the clever man is, and that he should extricate him from there. The Baal Shem said to him, "I can certainly show you his place and take him out. However, no one else can go, only I and you." Both went off, and the Baal Shem did what he knew, and they arrived there. He saw how they lay there in the thick mire and clay. When the clever man noticed the simple man, the minister, he screamed to him, "Brother, look, they are beating me, and these hooligans are smiting me so hard for nothing." The minister gave me a yelling, "Still you hold to your contrivances, and you don't want to believe in anything at all? And you say that these are just people? Well, look now. This here is the Baal Shem, whom you had denied. You will be shown that specifically only he can take you out, and he will show you the truth." The simple man, the minister, bid the Baal Shem that he should take them out and show them that this is the devil and not humans. The Baal Shem did what he did, and they were left standing on dry land. There was no mire there at all, and the demons became plain dust. Then, for the first time, the clever man beheld the truth, and had to admit everything, that there is indeed a king, and there is indeed a genuine Baal Shem. Notes following the story. Regarding this story, the Torah, Likutei Moran 2, number 19, was said, which discusses Tamimus, that the essence of Judaism is not any mental scheming, but only Tamimus and simplicity. After he conceded the story, he announced, "And when the prayer is not as it needs to be, it's a three-cornered shoe. Understand well what is said, as one can live out the world with bread, water, and a coat, and have a better life and a happier life than the most clever person and the wealthiest person, as we see that they are full of suffering constantly. And ultimately, it is certainly altogether good for the Tom who sufficed with what he had and was constantly happy. And whoever will be a wise guy and overthinks a great deal will have difficulty from beginning to end, and is full of afflictions constantly and never has any life, and ultimately becomes lost, until the Tom has to have pity on him and help him. Aside from this, here in the story are more very great secrets, for all the tales are thoroughly great secrets of the Torah. Regarding the story of the Torah, the Likutei Moran 2, number 19, was said, which discusses Tamimus, that the essence of holiness is only Tamimus and simplicity. And the concept of Amalek, who was a wise guy, became an apostate at the root. See there regarding the verse, Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'kam. It's Sof Tevos Amalek, or the end letters spell out Amalek. 7 times the Tzadik falls but rises. The end letters spell Amalek, for the root of the downfalls are through wisdom. See there. Also Agag, from the seed of Amalek, even though he was seeing his fall, when Samuel and Shmuel came to Saul to kill him, still he did not believe, as it is written, Agag went to him in chains. Samuel 1:15-32, and Targum Yonasan translated, Agag went to him mipanka, with a noble, indulgent matter, for he still did not believe in his fall until he saw with his eyes the end of his fall. Then surely the bitterness of death has turned. Until now he did not believe. Put your eyes on this story, and you will discern wonders of wonders. And if the prayer is not as it ought to be, it is a shoe with 3 corners. And understand.